So what's going on guys, this is Aptrix here. Today in this video we'll be taking a look at the brand new update of the normal version of Skyline Emulator, not the Skyline Edge, because normal Skyline has improved quite a lot and in fact it may run better than the Skyline Edge in few games, which we'll be talking about later on in today's video. But before starting, let's take a look at the changelog of this update. Fixed crash when opening Skyline for the first time. Afterwards, on-screen controls have been reworked, improving the user experience while editing buttons, toggle mode for buttons, customizable stick activation radius, show current input values on screen, mainline 2513 changelog implemented save management, saves can now be imported. Basically, all the features from Skyline Edge 6667 have been implemented in the normal version of Skyline Emulator now. So let's just go ahead and take a look at this brand new update. So right here you'll see Skyline Emulator. Let's open settings quickly to see what's new here. Theme, light, dark. We have game display layout, grid compact or list. So if we choose list, let's go back and all of your games will be displayed in a list. So you can check out this option. Let's go to GPU driver configuration. I'll be using the Qualcomm version 676.13 Vulkan driver for Adreno 7 series GPU. So let's use this. Let's go back. So let's decrease this to 5 and 327. Disable frame throttling has been also enabled. Let's scroll down and all the regular settings as usual. Let's go to configure controller. Here we have controller types, handheld plus pro controller. We have enabled on-screen touch controls. Now let's click on edit on-screen touch controls. So this is the place where there has been a rework. Previously it used to be a little different, and now we can also change colors of the controls. We'll just go ahead and click on cancel. Let's enable toggle mode. You'll see these options. Let's disable toggle mode. You can also just move the controls using this option right here. We can also increase or decrease the opacity of the controls. I like to keep it around 30. And that's about it for the new settings. Let's just go back. We also have this setting known as use stick regions. Extend the activation area of the stick to rectangles covering the corresponding half of the screen. We won't enable this option. Rumble device we can select built-in, and that's going to provide us with a better gameplay experience. Let's go back. Let's start off by testing out GTA 3 Definitive Edition. I would be really happy if we are able to emulate Grand Theft Auto games on the Skyline Emulator. GTA San Andreas Definitive Edition would be pretty cool to see. But if you open the game for the first time, you will just see on black screen until the Rockstar logo and the beginning cutscene has been skipped. So we'll keep on pressing the A button, and as you can see, there are some texture issues here and there, and I do believe that this game may become playable very soon along with Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles. But there we go, the loading has started. Let's see if it goes in game. We are getting 5 FPS and I think the game has frozen. So there is a freezing issue in Grand Theft Auto games if you try emulating them on the Skyline Emulator. Let's try out FIFA 23 Legacy Edition now. Let me know in the comment section down below which game do you want me to test out in future as well. And the game appears to have been frozen. This is a common issue with FIFA games on Skyline. It actually goes in game, but then again there are a lot of freezing issues. Be sure to test out this Gear.Club Unlimited 2 game on your Android device. It is pretty cool racing game. NFS Hot Pursuit Remaster also has a lot of freezing issues, so we won't be testing that. Let's scroll down and test out Pokemon Scarlet. As you might remember that previously in the normal versions of Skyline Emulator, there used to be a black bar at the top left corner. Let's see if it has been fixed now or not. Okay, it appears to have been fixed, which is really great. And let's see how much FPS do we get compared to Skyline Edge. I actually know in Skyline Edge I get about 25 FPS, and in normal version of Skyline Emulator we are still getting similar amount of FPS, which means that the performance hasn't been compromised, but the game does have some freezing issues. Let's quickly try out Pokemon Legends Arceus as well to see if there are any freezing issues, because in Skyline Edge it freezes so many times that it's literally unplayable. The last time I tested out Legends Arceus on the normal version of Skyline Emulator, it ran without freezing for almost 2 to 3 minutes. That's the thing about Nintendo Switch emulation. No matter which emulator you might use, there will always be freezing issues. So there we go, our game has successfully started. Let's try exploring for a few minutes. Currently I don't see any kind of freezing issues or even stuttering. I'm getting straight up 48 FPS. Let's try spawning a Pokeball and let's see. Yeah, the game actually froze. When the emulator has to render some new animations, the game usually freezes. Let's scroll down and test out Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This is one of the most unstable games to emulate on the Skyline Emulator. I just want to see how well does it work compared to Skyline Edge and if it has same issues just like the Skyline Edge version. The game has successfully started and yep, it does have similar graphical texture issues to that of the Skyline Edge, but the FPS which we are getting here is definitely better. I just might be confused, but as far as the FPS go, last time when I tested out this game, I was only getting around 5 FPS, and there we go, the game has frozen. So for big titles like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, NFS Hot Pursuit Remaster, GTA San Andreas or GTA Definitive Edition, FIFA 23 etc., the game actually freezes. For Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles, the game goes in-game with some texture issues. That's the current status of Skyline Emulator. If you want to emulate some normal games like Let's Go Pikachu, Pokemon Sword, Brilliant Diamond, also Super Mario Odyssey etc., this emulator is completely fine with such emulation, but if you go for unstable games then it won't be playable. So that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Subscribe and goodbye.